Really have to do this? Alright. Mario & Luigi Paper Jam is the latest entry in the Mario & Luigi series. This is also the second time they've mixed Marios, the first time being in Mario & Luigi Partners in Time. Paper Jam introduces a new character to the series, Paper Mario. Paper Mario has some features that other characters don't have, such as being paper thin and being able to transform somewhat. And that's about as much introduction as this game deserves. Let's get to the review. The graphics are nice. I've always enjoyed when a game can pull off the 3D but actually 2D look, and this game pulls it off. I'm pretty sure the characters are actually two-dimensional, but that just shows how impressive the effect is. I can't tell. The gameplay is enjoyable. What would a Mario & Luigi game be without the gameplay? Something closer to Earthbound, but that's not the point. The gameplay of Mario & Luigi Paper Jam is just as enjoyable as the previous games in the Mario & Luigi series. Attacks are fun to use and satisfying to use as well. The music is pretty good. Most of the songs are really good for the areas they appear in. The music in Mount Burr is especially good. The story is the most bland out of all the Mario & Luigi series. As of writing this review, I beat the game less than a week ago, and I can't remember my motivation for beating Bowser, aside from being done with the game. The story starts with Luigi knocking a book off a shelf, which contains the Paper Mushroom Kingdom. This releases a lot of Paper Mario characters into the world of the Mario & Luigi series, though mostly just Toads. And that's where the story stops being unique. Bowser takes the Peaches, and the Marios and Luigi must save them. The jokes get old fast. There is one joke that keeps getting used for the first 2/3 of the game, this joke being that the Paper Mario characters are flat. The first couple of times it's somewhat funny, then it gets old, but just because it's old doesn't mean they'll stop using it. There's virtually no comedy later on. There's a point in the forest where they actually do something different. They try to be funny. It was so bizarre feeling my face actually go to a smile playing the game. In the earlier part of the game, there's actually a bit of comedy, but they seem to take the story so seriously that they forgot it was a Mario game. There's almost nothing from the world of Paper Mario. You have Paper Mario, Paper Peach, Paper Bowser Jr., and Paper Bowser, and a whole bunch of smaller enemies. But what if you had to fight Dupless or Racktail? Or what about a mention of Vivian or Goombella? Or, reference anything but Sticker Star? Maybe I should have clarified. There are some small references to Sticker Star, but that's the only Paper Mario game with any references. And do you know why that is? Marketing. There's only one Paper Mario game Nintendo is making any money off of right now, and that's Sticker Star. So why would they want to make you buy Thousand Year Door or Super Paper Mario? Paper Toads. Throughout the game, you'll encounter missions where you need to rescue various paper toads. Some are in actual danger, and some aren't. Some missions are timed, and some aren't. From a story standpoint, you're saving them and giving them to Toadette so she can make you more papercraft things to fight with. But think of how much cooler it could have been to have it work in a similar way to Pikmin, where getting more is optional, but it makes things go faster. Instead, we get cheap padding to make the game longer. Enemy attacks are horribly unfair. In Mario & Luigi Partners in Time, most enemies are fairly easy to predict. This is not the case here. You'll need to fight an enemy several times before you can have any confidence in your ability to dodge or counter their attacks. On top of being able to predict enemy attacks, the game also completely fails in terms of a difficulty ramp. The game gets extremely hard randomly in the middle of the game. It's so bad I had to turn on easy mode. Paper Mario is overpowered. Paper Mario gets the ability to clone himself, at first 6 times, but you can increase it later on. When you have 6 clones, you won't take actual damage, you'll just lose a few clones. When your turn comes back around, you can just fill back up on clones. This makes boss fights extremely easy. Some songs get downright repetitive. I mentioned earlier that many of the songs are actually really good, but then you have songs like the battle music, which gets old. On top of that, almost all of the songs are happy, which means that there's essentially zero contrast between music. Partners in Time is an example of a game that has good contrasting music. I can't recommend this game to anyone. It starts out kind of fun, but becomes tedious pretty fast. In terms of if the game is worth it, I think not. I got about 25 hours of playtime, but I only enjoyed about 5 hours of that playtime. But those are my thoughts. If you've played the game, what did you think of it? Also, what is your favorite Mario & Luigi game? Leave your response in the comment section.